Uh, Hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining. So meanwhile, the people will be joining, so we can definitely start, right? Uh, okay. So before moving into, let's say, a very critical discussion about what this particular thing is and everything, I'll just give a very small introduction about myself. So I'm Saurabh. I've been working as a data scientist, core into the field of natural language processing and into the generative AI. It's been more than 5 years that I'm into this domain, and it's been more than now 4 years that I'm also into the teaching field also. So now it's been almost, I would say, 1.5 years that I have my own startup where we basically run and deploy the similar kind of, let's say, AI applications to the different clients. So as of now, I'll just be opening. Let's say, yeah. So as of now, we Okay, so basically, this is our main website where it's like an our you can just think it as let's say our website where like on website solutions where we build. Okay, so we usually provide the solutions into AI and NLP only. So maximum of our work is into here only. Apart from that, yeah, DevOps also we do provide the solutions, also Salesforce development. And maximum of the work that we have is more into the healthcare sector, finance sector, e-commerce, more into currently we are also exploring more with the digital marketing companies. So maximum of the work that we have is around AI and NLP only. As far as my professional work is concerned, 4 years I have worked with a company like one is in like identity called as startup, which is in Bangalore, and for 2 years I worked with one of the companies in Hyderabad, and then I started my own startup. So we had good clients, so it was working fine. And apart from that, we also have we also have like this educational startup that I should say. So it's been like a few months, I would say 6 7 months that I have started myself only. It's been like 4 years I've been teaching. You might have heard about this scaler and all, right? So usually I used to take the sessions there, during the weekends. So the platform that usually we have built, this is like very unique platform and very cool platform, I would say, right? Because here we are providing like not only it's not only about teaching you something, right? It's more about you can just see, right, there are like multiple things where easily you can just let's say follow different things, like you have the challenges, right? You have the student challenges, you have the you also have like and corporate challenges where companies can come, they can just post their challenges. You also can there are multiple challenges which are post, let's say here challenges, so you can see student challenges are there very easily. You can just come solve any different challenges. Like basically it's like a very fun type of thing is there. Apart from that, maybe once you register and log in, maybe you'll be able to see the proper, let's say platform where we have you know uh, this is like basically a dashboard which is only for the people, where so it's like, yeah, so you can see all the lectures are very properly uploaded. Still it's in a development phase, still we are updating regularly, right? Assignments also will get it here, so every single thing is basically shared at the same place only. Okay, so basically these are just like two simple platforms that we have. Right. So now, guys, I think, yeah, sorry, enough of it. Maybe I have told you about like what exactly I do and what exactly we as a company do. So along with so our main work is basically into the building the solutions only, right? So we are mostly into AI and LP space. Okay. And apart from that, this is like I am the one, I'm a bit passionate about this. I've been teaching for like 4 years. So I'm the one who teaches all these things. So here there is no, I have not involved any of my teams here. Yes, we are three people actually, who will be taking as different topics will come. A few people will be taking few topics like that. So, but 90% of the times I'll be there. It's like, I have like this complete end-to-end experience into this domain. So I'm the one who teaches. So whenever I communicate, I think many of you might have already talked with me only. So I'm the one who responds to it. I have not added any extra sales team here or something, just to keep it very, flexible, in all of them. Okay, हिंदी श्योर थोड़ा फ्लेक्सिबल रखने के लिए मैंने थोड़ा हैव जस्ट केप्ट इट by myself only. I'm the one who communicates with everyone, so that कहीं ना कहीं वो gap नहीं रहता. So usually, you might see, you will have, the salesman who will be talking with you. They'll try to explain you how good data science is, right? So that is definitely not worth. So apart from that, I also take like a lot of faculty development programs across the, India, I would say. You can just see on my LinkedIn, everything is properly updated. I also visit like a lot of different colleges for guest lectures whenever I get a time. Usually, my clients are usually from US, and like one is from Australia, two are from US, and another one that we are working with is Dubai. So our timings are a bit like odd, right? So usually we work in the night times till 1 or 2 o'clock. So therefore, sometimes we do get good time on a daily basis on a day times. So at that time we try to take all these guest lectures and all. So yeah, guys, that is a simple thing about me. So now guys, see, maximum of you here, बहुत सारे लोग यहाँ पे जो होंगे, काफी लोगों को might not have an idea about what this basically this data science is, or I would say what this AI thing is, right? I mean, first of all, guys, a lot of FOMO has been created, right? I mean, I've seen like many influencers, it's gonna take your job, it's gonna take your job, it's gonna take your job. One thing is for sure, I won't say, hey, no, like, see, according to me, at least, I don't think masters is something that, apart from a degree, I don't think that's anything more. It's like, yeah, definitely for a degree, it's good. But as far as experience is concerned, it's always better you directly work with the companies and get that hands-on experience. Okay. So I have not done my masters. I have done my BTEX only. Yeah. Please mute yourself and so that we can just continue with it. So now, guys, a very simple example, right? Now, let's suppose whenever you might have heard about this field of AI, right? So एक बहुत सिंपल सवाल सबके दिमाग में आता है, यार इज इट रियली फ्रॉम टुडे, या क्या आज से है? See, first of all, this field is definitely not from today, right? I mean, people are practicing this from the 1950s. Okay, since 1950s ये चीज हो रही है, ये चीज बन रही है, ये चीज लोग बना रहे हैं. Okay, it's just like now there are certain things that came into the role, and because of that, this boomed like anything. Now let me just be very clear about it. Now let's suppose, guys, चलो एक काम करते हैं, 20 साल पहले जाते हैं. Let's go 20 years back. Okay, so I think maximum of the people are from, let's say, 20s, 30s, and 40s. I think this is the basic age group that everyone might be here. Now, guys, let's say when we were kids, right? So we did not had phones, right? I mean, barely what we used to have, like hardly one phone in a one family, that two button wala phone, right? So means what? There was a huge gap of the data. मतलब डेटा प्रोड्यूस होने का कोई चांस ही नहीं था. देयर वाज नो वे दैट यू वांट गेट एनी काइंड ऑफ डेटा, क्योंकि ना ही कुछ चीज ऑनलाइन था, नथिंग वाज देयर. इवन द बैंक्स यूज्ड टू राइट एवरीथिंग बाय हैंड्स, एवरीथिंग वाज सिंपल बाय हैंड्स ओनली, everything was hard coded, right? Now fast forward to, let's say, the time of 2015 and after, what started happen, guys? Smartphones started coming into play. Now, in a house, if there are four people, at least seven devices are there. Example, right? If kids are there, they have their tablets, phones, laptops, and whatnot. Right? Immediately, every single person in the family have a phone. Everyone have the social medias. Everyone know how to use the YouTubes. Right? Means every single person in this world is now connected to the social medias and online platforms. Basically, we call it as Web 2.0. Means everyone knows how to use Google, everyone knows how to use simple YouTube's, Instagram, Facebook, like, so because of that, what happened, guys? The amount of data that started coming in increased massively, right? So now let's suppose, you might have seen the things, right? Let's say, you are going onto some website, okay? You are, let's say, searching about the shoes, ठीक है? आप कोई जगह पे शूज को सर्च कर रहे हो. नाउ इफ यू गो टू एनी डिफरेंट साइट, ठीक है, कहीं पे भी जाओ, यू गो टू इंस्टाग्राम, यू गो टू फेसबुक, यू गो टू एनी ऐप, you will see the ads of the shoes only, right? I think everyone might have seen this thing. Everyone will be seeing the ads of shoes only, right? Everywhere you will see, okay, shoes, 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 shoes. So guys, a very core concept of our, let's say, data science, mostly it's more like called as a recommendation systems. Okay, so now imagine that is like one simple example I took. Now as the data started coming in, right? So what happened? Now let's suppose a very simple idea about data science was, people thought, okay, hey, why not to create, something that can be as smart as human being, as smart as human being. ओके, ये ऐसा हम क्यों कुछ नहीं बनाए कि जो ह्यूमन के तरह इतना स्मार्ट हो, इट कैन बी एज स्मार्ट एज ह्यूमन बीइंग. सो देन पीपल स्टार्टेड अंडरस्टैंडिंग द ह्यूमन ब्रेन फर्स्ट. So whatever AI that you see, it's simply the replica of human brain. Now imagine, guys, I think everyone must be using ChatGPT. The way you talk with it, it will exactly give you the response in the same way. It exactly feels like what? Like a magic, right? It exactly feels like, okay, you're talking with your friend. I mean, such a beautiful responses. If you talk sarcastically, you'll get sarcastic responses. If you talk funny, you will get funny responses. I mean, responses are not what, like, it's not hard-coded responses. Means what? It is a intelligent model. It's an intelligent model. It is not a rule-based model. ये कोई rule based model नहीं है. ठीक है. रूल बेस्ड मॉडल में सॉर्ट ओके, हे आई एम सेइंग हेलो, आंसर रिटर्न है, ओके आपको हाई रिटर्न करना है. उसने पूछा, ओके टेल मी योर नंबर, आप नंबर लिख दोगे. ही विल आस्क, लेट्स से यू विल आस्क व्हाट इज एक्स वाई जेड थिंग, लेट्स से चैटबॉट्स यूज्ड टू बी देयर. तो अगर आप 2016-17 के टाइम पे बात करोगे, तो एट दैट टाइम चैटबॉट्स यूज्ड टू बी अ रूल बेस्ड चैटबॉट्स. मींस चैटबॉट्स उतने स्मार्ट नहीं थे. लाइक लेट्स से अगर उन्होंने पूछा हमारा ऑर्डर कब आएगा, तो वो सिर्फ आपको लिख के देगा यहाँ पे आएगा. वही नाउ इफ यू आस्क इट, नाउ इट विल गिव द वेरी डिस्क्रिप्टिव आंसर्स, राइट. आपको बहुत इजीली डिस्क्रिप्टिव आंसर्स यू विल गेट. Okay, so means what? It is not a rule-based model. It is called as intelligent model. Now, how exactly it got the intelligence? Now, again, guys, let's take a very simple example. एक छोटे बच्चे की बात करते हैं, ठीक है? एक small kid. Okay? I think तो usually आपने एक चीज नोटिस की होगी, right? Do we make that particular kid sit at a place? क्या हम उसको एक जगह पे बिठाते हैं? And like uske papa, mummy, dada, dadi, like parents, grandparents, everyone is surrounding by him, and they're let's say teaching, okay, hey, say hi, say mommy, say papa, say dad. Okay, if you are hungry, cry. So are we defining such kind of rules to it? Definitely not. But how exactly it is learning this? See, we are not, let's say we are there. Did anyone taught us, okay, yeah, let's say how to talk? Did anyone taught us, let's say, how to behave in what kind of situations? Hey, it is not been taught, right? We are intelligent model. We know how to react to a certain situations. If I'm placing a object, let's say hand on hot object, I know I have to remove it. Like I don't have to tell someone, or there is no such kind of rule that is written. I have to remove it. I just know I can react because I'm an intelligent model, right? So just like this particular kid. Now, what exactly this kid was doing? He's surrounded, whatever his surroundings are there, he is trying to capture the patterns. Capture the patterns. Now, when I say capture the patterns, means what? He's trying to understand, okay, hey, how to say mommy, how to say papa, how to say hello, how to say hi. Eventually, he's learning. Slowly, 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 he's learning from the surroundings. Okay, learning. Sorry. What is to this man? Yeah, learnings from the surroundings. So this is what exactly we have replicated inside the AI. तो हमने क्या बोला, एक काम हम करते हैं यार, हम आपको ना कुछ डेटा प्रोवाइड करते हैं. ठीक है, वी विल ट्राई टू प्रोवाइड यू सम काइंड ऑफ डेटा. ठीक है, अब आपने सोचा होगा कि लेट्स सपोज एक बहुत सिंपल एग्जांपल, लेट्स टेक अ सिंपल एग्जांपल ऑफ क्लासिकल मशीन लर्निंग. Like how exactly we used to train a very classical machine learning models. What exactly I'm saying? Let's suppose now, hey, you have to act like you have to act like a, let's suppose, house agent. You have to act like a house agent. Now, inside house agent, what is the basic work of house agent? Let's suppose if you go to that particular house agent और आपने पूछा आपको, hey, can you please tell me कि like in this particular area what can be the price of the house? Right? Simple example. तो आपको क्या पूछेगा? What exact parameters he'll ask? Okay, can you tell me what is your expectation? Like how much BHK you want? Okay, let's say I said 2 BHK I want. Okay, can you tell me, okay, what are the things that you're expecting? Are you expecting a balcony? Okay, I'm expecting a balcony. Are you expecting, let's say, parking of this? Okay, I'm expecting parking also. What kind of area you're looking for? Okay, this is the area I'm looking for. And let's suppose there are multiple parameters which are expected to decide the price of the house, right? Now, see, guys. Now, as soon as I'm asking all these details to this particular agent, immediately he's saying, okay, hey, this can be the approx price that you can get for this house. That is what exactly is happening. Now, the same thing we are asking AI to do. The only thing what I'm doing now, I'm providing a huge amount of data to him. The same kind of data. Maybe I'll provide multiple square feet areas to him. I'll provide multiple, let's say, different areas to him. Just like a agent is there. So how exactly agent will increase his knowledge? He will just try to go to different places. He will try to understand the patterns over there. He'll try to understand how the prices are changing. He'll try to understand how things are changing at every single, let's suppose every single smallest of the factor is dependent to change the price, right? Even the smallest of the thing is changing, the price is changing, right? So, yeah. So as a AI, what it is doing now, it is intelligent enough to understand these patterns present in the data. It is trying to understand these patterns. Okay, कैसे changes हो रहा है तो कैसे price change हो रही है, कैसे changes हो रहा है तो कैसे price change हो रही है. Now, guys, what exactly happened? More and more data started coming into play. More and more data started coming in. Like imagine, guys, in 2021, trillions of data points were generated on a regular basis. Trillions of data points. Okay, so to handle this particular data, we need an expert people to do this. Okay, so now see, when I talk about the data again, let's say a very simple example now. Let's talk about the agent only, or simple one more example. There is one student, and there is student two. Okay, now let's suppose if this particular student is okay, hey, what I'll do, I'll only read the notes and I'll go for the examinations. That's the only I can do. I don't want to go any from apart from this. There is student two, he said, okay, hey, no, I will take the notes also. I will also refer the YouTubes. I'll also take some coachings. I'll also have a personal guide. I'll also take the guide. I'll also do some kind of blog readings also. So now, guys, what do you think? Which one has a better chance of scoring the marks? Definitely this one. Why? Because he has surrounded himself, or we can say he has gathered more information. So this information in terms of data is called as, it's a data science is a data. Means he has gathered more amount of data inside his mind now. Imagine mind as a model. It has gathered more amount of data inside his mind so that now whatever different type of questions will be asked, he will be more than ready to answer them. But at the same time, this particular person might fail, right? So there might be a questions which might be asked away from this particular case, very much possibility, right? So then this particular, let's say person might fail in some kind of critical kind of questions. Okay, so what I told you guys, more and more data started coming into play. And second reason was the hardwares. Now, guys, imagine, let's say if I talk about 1990s and 2000s, we literally have to have the laptops worth MBs, right? Like MB के data होते थे. Like a whole laptop used to be like a computer used to be a few MB RAM. Now we have like GBs of the RAMs, right? So the processor started coming into play. The GPUs came, hardware came, CPUs came. So what happens, guys? Now see, imagine if you want to process such a huge amount of data, definitely you need a memory, right? Let's suppose you have the 2 GB of memory stored, and if you try to store, let's say 3 GB into it, is it possible? Definitely, it's not possible. It's gonna fail. Same like your phone. As soon as phone started filling up, few MBs are left, so it will start hanging up. You'll say, okay, hey, please free up the space, free up the space, free up the space, right? Because you do not have that load to handle it. So that time, that was also biggest the problem. So now what happened? The data also started coming in, and we also got such a wonderful GPUs and CPUs, because of which everything came together and the data science emerged like anything. Okay, now this is core about data science. Now let's say there are multiple things. Let's say banking sector, man. If I talk about banking sector, now let's say there are applications like fraud detections, whether someone will create a fraud or not, right? Whether someone should be given loan or not, loan predictions, right? So all these are like data science things. Healthcare sector. Okay, so healthcare में क्या होगा? Let's suppose whether someone is having cancer test or not, like cancer predictions, right? We have like blood pressure predictions. Okay, multiple categories are there. Okay, now that is just like a small examples I'm taking about only machine learning. Okay, now what happened, guys? Now let's suppose, see here a very simple example. Why exactly I'm telling you this? Stick till the end. You will get the best and perfect flow about this whole field. It will be crystal clear to everyone. Okay, so now what happened, guys? Let's suppose now, like up to certain limit, okay, up to certain limit, एक हमारे पास पहले क्या था? इट यूज्ड टू बी अ क्लासिकल मशीन लर्निंग में जो आप एआई, सी गाइस, जो भी एआई है स्टार्ट यही से हुआ है. एवरीथिंग इज ओरिजिनेटेड फ्रॉम हियर. होल चैट जीपीटी इज ओरिजिनेटेड फ्रॉम हियर ओनली. ओके, सो क्लासिकल मशीन लर्निंग क्या बोला कि यार देखो यार, एज द अमाउंट ऑफ डेटा इज इंक्रीजिंग, जैसे आपका डेटा बढ़ते जा रहा है, मेरे से ये हैंडल नहीं हो रहा. ठीक है, मेरे अंदर उतनी क्षमता नहीं है कि मैं सारे डेटा को समझ पाऊँ और उसमें से अच्छी अच्छी चीजें निकाल पाऊँ. मेरे अंदर क्षमता ही नहीं है. आई डोंट हैव दैट कैपेबिलिटी टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस होल डेटा. ठीक है, तो नाउ यू हैव टू फाइंड अ सॉल्यूशन. मींस व्हाट हैपेंड? एज द डेटा स्टार्टेड इंक्रीजिंग, द परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ द एल्गोरिथम स्टार्टेड डिक्रीजिंग. मतलब वो कांस्टेंट होने लगा. इट वाज नॉट परफॉर्मिंग बेटर. सो देन केम इनटू द फील्ड कॉल्ड एज डीप लर्निंग. फिर आपके पास डीप लर्निंग आया. ठीक है, अब डीप लर्निंग क्या हुआ, इसने बोला कि यार एक काम करो, आप जितना डेटा मुझे दोगे उतना अच्छा मैं परफॉर्म करूंगा, जितना डेटा आप मुझे दोगे उतना मैं अच्छा परफॉर्म करूंगा। ठीक है, इट जस्ट लाइक यू कीप ऑन फीडिंग, आई कीप ऑन डूइंग, यू कीप ऑन फीडिंग, आई कीप ऑन इंप्रूविंग। इट जस्ट लाइक टीचिंग इंप्रूविंग, टीचिंग इंप्रूविंग, टीचिंग इंप्रूविंग, इट जस्ट लाइक अ सेम प्रोसेस। Okay, so now guys here, now imagine guys, let's suppose, let's get back a little bit now. When I said a data started coming into play, so what happened guys? Now imagine, let's say your online meetings are there, everything is online, everything is textual. You have online lectures, everything is textual. You have online mails, everything textual. You have whole social media, everything is textual. So means what happened guys, out of the 100% of the data that started coming into play, 70 to 80% of the data was only textual data, only textual data. And to handle this particular textual data, we have the field of natural language processing. It's called a natural language processing. Guys, just imagine in very simple terms, नेचुरल लैंग्वेज को प्रोसेस कर, आप जो बोलते हो वट एवर लैंग्वेज दैट वी स्पीक, उसको प्रोसेस करने का तरीका मतलब एनएलपी। ठीक है, नाउ सी गाइस, वी स्टार्टेड गेटिंग द डेटा, राइट, बहुत सारा डेटा वी स्टार्टेड गेटिंग, बहुत सारी चीजें वी स्टार्टेड अंडरस्टैंडिंग। बट व्हाट हैपेंड, वी नीड सर्टेन थिंग्स टू अंडरस्टैंड द डेटा, राइट। लेट्स से नाउ सपोज इमेजिन अ वेरी सिंपल एग्जांपल टू यू। लेट्स से मिंत्रा को या फिर अमेजोन को, कोई भी एक बड़ी कंपनी ले लो, दे हैव टू लॉन्च सम काइंड ऑफ प्रोडक्ट ऑन टू देयर वेबसाइट। ठीक है, उनको एक प्रोडक्ट उनके वेबसाइट पे लॉन्च करना है। उन्होंने देखा है कि सिमिलर टू दोस काइंड ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स वी हैव, दे हैव ऑलरेडी हैव सम काइंड ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स व्हिच आर ऑलरेडी लॉन्च्ड। ठीक है, तो उन्होंने क्या बोला, लेट्स सपोज मिंत्रा का कोई मैनेजर आया, उसने बोला कि यार, किसी को उसने उठाया, ही हैज नो आइडिया अबाउट डेटा साइंस नथिंग। उसने बोला एक काम कर भाई, ये जो प्रोडक्ट है ना, उसके सारे रिव्यूज ले ले। ध्यान से सुनो, ठीक है, उसने क्या बोला, भाई टेक ऑल द रिव्यूज। नाउ सी गाइस, अ वेबसाइट लाइक मिंत्रा इज देयर। एग्जांपल, एक सिंगल प्रोडक्ट के वीक प्रोडक्ट पे वी कैन एटलीस्ट एक्सपेक्ट 1000 रिव्यूज मिनिमम। ठीक है, उसने क्या बोला, एक काम कर यार, इसको सेग्रीगेट कर ले, मुझे इसमें से ये समझ में पता करना है कि हाउ मच, हाउ लाइक नो व्हाट इज अ परसेंटेज ऑफ द पीपल हु आर टॉकिंग पॉजिटिव अबाउट दिस रिव्यू, एंड व्हाट basically what exactly people are saying about this review, let's say product that we have. So either they are saying okay it's like very good, either it's not good. अगर लोगों ने बोला होगा हाँ बहुत अच्छा है, तो then what we can say, we can launch this product also. But by chance if people are not happy with this product, then there is no point in launching this product. So definitely this step is very important, right? So NLP ने इस चीज को 2 मिनट में कर दिया। Right now, guys, imagine, is it possible for a human being to sit and segregate one review? Right. Imagine now, let's say it's 1000. What if, let's say, it has 1 lakh reviews? So it will literally take days and days to just do the same thing, right? And still they will not get a proper answer from it. Okay. So such kind of task called a sentiment analysis. And no, this particular thing that did extremely well. Okay. Now let's say recommendation systems. I told you rest now. आप क्या कर रहे हो? You are searching about something. You are searching about the shoes. Okay. Or let's say you are searching about the t-shirts. So as soon as you go from this particular place, and if you go to any different website, okay, that every single where you will only see the ads of shoes or t-shirts, whatever you are searching. Means, guys, it is called as direct marketing. And like, just like one data scientist have literally saved billions of dollars to the companies. Okay, now guys, imagine, okay, again, a little bit short story. I'll just get back. Now, let's say when we were kids, right? At least in our areas, there used to be people coming, right, from the companies. So उनके पास बाइक होता था, so they used to have some product to sell, right? तो क्या करते थे, they used to go in like a huge amount of, let's say एक area उन्होंने पकड़ लिया, so they used to go from gully to gully just to say, okay, hey, anyone want this or not? Anyone want this or not? Right? Then again, apart from that, moms used to be like, okay, no, they're fraud. दरवाजा बंद कर लो, right? That used to be a case, a very common thing, right? So means what? Now see, why exactly I'm telling you this? Back at that time, one particular person, okay, one particular person, sorry, it's just a second, guys. Yeah, one particular person is targeting the whole area. Let's suppose 1000 people. Example, right? एक दो लोग आ रहे हैं कंपनी के, they are targeting the area of let's say 1000 people. Okay, now imagine guys, from this 1000, what do you think? How many were actually buying it? Hardly two, That also was not even a conversion rate, right? I mean, barely someone is to even look at that product, right? Out of 1,900 will straight away say, okay, we don't want to go from here, right? Then out of those remaining 100, maybe 20 will be interested to see, okay, what that is. And from that, maybe two might be interested to buy it. That also is very rare. Okay. Now, guys, imagine a company is doing a marketing for, let's say, area of 1,000 people. And from them, the conversion rate was literally two. Means what? The conversion rate was not even, let's say, 2% also, right? Or 0.02%, something like this. So now imagine, guys, how much the costing that they were charging for this. Let's say salary of this person to carry that products, they used to have the bikes, then going into different areas, the petrols and prices and their foods and everything. Just imagine the whole of this particular pricing. Similarly, on the TVs also, they used to show like huge amount of ads on the TVs. But how many were actually so interested into that? Let's say shoes ka ad hai that is being shown to 10,000 people. But from that, maybe let's say 1,000 would be interested into that, maybe young crowd, right? So this is was the problem that they identified. So then what they thought, okay, hey, so अब देखो फ्लो कैसे हो रहा है? As soon as you are searching something, तो गूगल क्या बोल रहा है? चलो यार भाई लोग एक काम करो, देखो मिंत्रा वालों डिफरेंट डिफरेंट वेबसाइट पे हो जाएगा, बोलेगा देखो यार मेरे पास एक आदमी है, ही सर्चिंग अबाउट द शूज, क्या आपको उसका नाम चाहिए, क्या आपको उसका नाम चाहिए, क्या आपको उसका नाम चाहिए? तीनों बोल रहे हाँ भाई दे दो, हाँ भाई दे दो, हाँ भाई दे दो। फिर गूगल क्या करेगा? नाउ फ्रॉम योर ads, from your data, now Google is earning the more revenue in the ads itself. Now the amount of revenue that Google has generated only into the ads is like 5 times of what they have done from their establishments. Okay, imagine how much money they're earning only from the ads. ओके, सो नाउ व्हाट विल हैपन नाउ? सो ये भी बोलेगा हाँ चलो यार मुझे नाम मिल गया है, तो ये भी आपको एड्स भेजेगा, ये भी आपको एड्स भेजेगा, ये भी आपको एड्स भेजेगा। तो अब क्या हुआ? नाउ दिस इज कॉल्ड एज डायरेक्टली वन ऑन वन मार्केटिंग, one of the biggest examples of, let's say, data science, or I would say, no, this whole AI field. It's like one on one marketing, right? Now see, companies don't need to look for 1,000 different people to target. They know, okay, yeah, this is a person who is interested into my shoes, so let him show the shoes only. There is no need to show him, let's say, t-shirts. So next time whenever he'll be interested into the t-shirts, उस time हम उसको वो भी दिखा देंगे, we'll show him the t-shirts also. So this is where, companies like boomed like anything, because data started coming into play. जब डेटा आने लगा तो उनको समझ में, लाइक वी स्टार्टेड ड्राइंग द पैटर्न्स, डेटा साइंटिस्ट स्टार्टेड बिल्डिंग दिस प्रोडक्ट्स। ओके, तो एनएलपी हैज revolutionized this particular field into the whole core new level. तो एनएलपी क्या करने लगा? एनएलपी स्टार्टेड हैंडलिंग ऑल दिस डेटा बहुत इफेक्टिवली, इट वाज गिविंग द आंसर्स एंड एवरीथिंग। बट देयर वर सम काइंड ऑफ प्रॉब्लम्स, डेफिनेटली। अब क्लासिकल चीजें हैं तो प्रॉब्लम्स लेती है, राइट? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल गाइस, ट्रेनिंग ऑल दिस मॉडल्स इज वेरी वेरी ह्यूज थिंग, राइट? आई मीन इट टेक्स लाइक डेज एंड डेज टू ट्रेन इट। इमेजिन इट्स लाइक, लेट्स से यू आर अपियरिंग फॉर द एग्जामिनेशन, तो ऐसा तो है नहीं एग्जामिनेशन के लिए आप पढ़ने बैठ जाओ एंड विद इन, लेट्स से, 2 hours यू आर रेडी फॉर द होल एग्जामिनेशन। डेफिनेटली नॉट। फॉर अ होल ईयर यू हैव टू ग्रूम इट, राइट? Study, 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 and finally just for that 2 hours of exam you study for so long period of time. So imagine, see, think the whole data science from the perspective of real world. That's it. It's completely real world. Whatever things I'm talking, every single thing is connected to the real world. All the dots are connected to the real world only. Okay. So now what happened? There are some kind of problems that started coming into NLP. उसने क्या बोला? यार देखो, अगर बहुत बड़ा डेटा है तो वो मैं नहीं हैंडल कर पा रहा हूँ। नाउ इन सिंपल टर्म्स, लेट्स सपोज नाउ गाइस, सी हियर, यू गो टू अ मूवी, ठीक है? आप मूवी के लिए जाते हो एंड यू केम बैक फ्रॉम अ मूवी, एंड मैंने आपको एक सिंपल चीज पूछी, यार भाई बता, लाइक हाउ वाज द मूवी? ठीक है? सो विल यू स्टार्ट टेलिंग फ्रॉम द वेरी फर्स्ट सेकेंड, फर्स्ट वर्ड दैट इज बीइंग यूज्ड till the last 2.3 or let's say 3 hours and the last word used? Are you going to tell every single word from this particular thing? Definitely not. आप क्या बोलोगे? You will try to summarize it, maybe in, let's say, 2 minutes or 5 minutes. You will try to summarize. Okay, yeah, this is how exactly it started. Then this happened. Then this happened. And then this happened. Now, guys, imagine why exactly you were able to understand and why exactly you were able to tell this. Because you have some kind of component called as memory, definitely in your mind, right? So if you did not have that memory to remember what exactly happened, you could have never be able to told him. Imagine, let's say you are Gajni. So what Gajni can do, he can maximum remember the things which are going 5 minutes before. Maximum cheese he can remember is 5 minutes pehle. Can he remember more than that? No. So then what happened? He said, okay, hey, I am not a Gajni. I can remember all the things from here, so I can now easily summarize. But yahi cheez hai, this was the biggest problem that happened in the classical NLP. And guys, see one more thing, okay? These terms are like, they only sound fancy. Trust me, okay? Like they are super easy, right? I mean, when you start implementing and when you start understanding it, This field is so interesting, and this field like has such a huge potential in coming years. Okay, still we are into exploration phase, and now if you are getting into this field, like immense, okay, immense, definitely. So क्लासिकल एनएलपी ने क्या बोला कि यार देखो, इतने बड़े लॉन्ग कॉन्टेक्स्ट और इतने बड़े लॉन्ग सीक्वेंसेस को मैं नहीं समझ पा रहा हूँ, इतना मैं याद ही नहीं रख पा रहा हूँ। कहीं ना कहीं क्या हो रहा है, लेट्स से अगर बहुत बड़ा सीक्वेंस है तो यहाँ से लेके यहाँ तक तो मैं याद कर पा रहा हूँ, लेकिन इसके आगे मैं छूट रहा है, आई एम नॉट एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड। ओके, सो ऐसे बहुत सारी प्रॉब्लम्स आने लगी। एंड देन इन 2017 द गूगल केम विथ समथिंग कॉल्ड एज अटेंशन इज ऑल यू नीड। एक पेपर उन्होंने लॉन्च किया। सो दिस पेपर वाज अबाउट अ ट्रांसफॉर्मर आर्किटेक्चर्स। तो आप जो भी आप आज चैट जीपीटी देखते हो, उसका बेस मॉडल है ट्रांसफॉर्मर आर्किटेक्चर है। ठीक है, उसका फर्स्ट मॉडल है ट्रांसफॉर्मर आर्किटेक्चर है। ठीक है, एंड नाउ सी गाइस, वन मोर फनी थिंग इज दैट व्हेन एक्चुअली दे like published this transformer architecture, right? So their only idea was, the only idea that they had in their mind was to solve this particular textual problems properly, that's it। कि यार चलो टेक्सचुअल प्रॉब्लम्स को अच्छे से सॉल्व कर पाएगा, दैट वाज द ओनली आइडिया। they had no idea it's gonna grow like this immense by the 2025। now guys, imagine people are building, you can see like clone voices, right? Clone voices are there, videos you can make, avatar videos you can make, like voices, videos, images, summaries, stories, like in every single field now you can see this AI is being used। and guys, imagine, okay, like this is so easy to make, I'm telling you, like it's like people are simply building the agents। means आप क्या कर रहे हो, imagine now, see AI का with the help of AI how things are getting simple now। let's say imagine AI is like, let's say an Ambani, and he's your best friend। ओके, तो आपने इसको क्या बोला कि यार सी ब्रो, आई वांट टू सेट अप सम बिजनेस एंड आई रियली नीड योर हेल्प। तो लाइक सी, apart from the idea, do you even need anything? He has a marketing team, he has a money, he has like that power, he can like give it to like spread it like to the world, right? He can do that marketing, he has like everything to give, like make your business 100% successful, right? So that is what exactly it is। when I say I am using an AI to build a certain thing, so what exactly AI is doing? Every single thing is doing the AI only, you are just incorporating your own idea into that। okay, I want to do this kind of thing, now please help me into this। okay, so now see, when I told you the part of, let's say data, right? So up now abhi kya ho raha hai na ki this chat gpt is there, so it is trained on like billions of different parameters। now when I say billions, means what? It can tell you how to, let's say get cure from the maybe headache, it can tell you, let's say how to do a push-ups, maybe it can tell you how to write a code, it can tell you how to do a mathematics problem, it can tell you how to do a, how to, let's say, prepare a recipe, it can tell you, like see, you ask anything to a gpt, it has answer to it। how it has answer? Definitely it might be trained on some kind of data, right? Then only it has that particular answer। so this is why exactly we say this chat gpt is like a very huge model। so why exactly it is a very huge model? because it is trained on that much amount of data। okay, उसका ट्रेनिंग इतने बड़ा डेटा के ऊपर हुआ है, कैन इमेजिन, लेट्स से द मोस्ट जीनियस गाय इन द वर्ल्ड, like he has a knowledge about every single thing, imagine that is like a chat gpt। okay, you just need to go and ask him and he has that answer to it। now again, it is not like it he knows complete things or he knows everything, it's not like that। there are a lot of problems, as we go into the deeper parts of this generative AI। okay, we'll understand that in very details, right? We're gonna understand in like complete flow, we'll be understanding that। okay, so that is like the very core thing that actually started with this particular part। so here what happened now, you exactly don't need to write or you don't need to build the very extensive logic। let's say if I talk about me, when we started I started in 2017 or back then only, right? I was exploring into this domain very extensively। so my knowledge is from the very classical machine learning, like we have built the products into very classical machine learning till the very advanced, like this generative AI projects also। okay, so we are everywhere, so we are like a very perfect mixture of it। means what? there is like an user side and there is like a developer side, so I have been into the developer side also and user side also। now in the interviews you will expect the more questions from this side, like they will ask, okay, what is transformer architecture, how exactly it is being created, what are the different components into that, NLP के अंदर questions, machine learning के अंदर questions, it's very much normal to ask। ठीक है, so in simple terms guys, what exactly the overall summary is that, like AI is now just like, imagine, like as I told you, it's like your friend, means it has that knowledge। okay, so when I say, when I'm creating a simple machine learning model, just to, let's say, like an an agent, some, let's say some service agent, or let's say some house agent. Okay, so this is also like a exact same thing, but on a bigger thing. Now let's say here what I did, now I only had taken a data of small thing. Let's say I'm giving one simple exam, so I only have a knowledge about what, let's say mathematics. But there is an exam, let's say called UPSC, so here you will need, let's say, knowledge about 10 different things, right? So you need to prepare about all these particular things. So till the time you will not gather that particular data, will you understand anything? You will never understand. So it is exactly same thing. So this model, when I say AI, it is just like a very high level human brain, which has that ability to understand sarcasms. It has ability to understand, create the poems, write the poems, create the images, create the videos. It can do every single thing that you see. Okay. Now, इसी के ऊपर, now see guys, whatever dot AI you are seeing, right? They are literally doing nothing. It's like such a simple thing. They are simply taking the help of this Ambani, let's say ChatGPT, and that's okay. Hey, this is the idea that I have. ये मेरे से थोड़ा डेटा ले लो and मुझे आप application बना के दे दो, and that's it, guys. In this whole process now, these big companies are literally earning millions and billions of dollars with such small ideas. Okay, so as I told you, like even the startup ideas in this field are so immense, so huge. Okay, there is no limit to it. Like you can just think about creating a simplest of the things and you can explore it. Okay, so it is like that easy and that good to go with. Okay, so in coming years, that is for sure. So what I told you guys, I'll be teaching both the things, like this developer side also extremely important, and this user side also, like how to use all these things, how to build these generative AI applications, how to build the agents, what is agentic AI, every single thing. And combination of both of them will generate something called as AI engineers. And guys, this is gonna be the most huge thing in coming years. Okay, in next 2 to 3 years, you will see that AI engineers are required, AI engineers are required. Because see, the problem that is in current world is, now I'm telling you, people are only using it, means people are only users, they have no idea what is going in the backend. Now even like you also, whatever response ChatGPT is giving, according to you, that is 100% fine only. That is not a case. Okay, that is definitely not a case. Okay, eventually there are a lot of mistakes into that, right? There are multiple mistakes into that. There is a kind of data, multiple kind of data is there where it is not trained on. Let's suppose if I ask, let's say ChatGPT, can you tell me the Amazon policies, Amazon let's say written policy, Amazon written policy, तो ये आपको आंसर तो दे देगा, इट विल गिव द आंसर, राइट? बट इफ यू लुक क्लोजली, दैट विल बी लाइक कंप्लीटली रॉन्ग आंसर. इट्स कॉल्ड hallucinated answers. ये खुद को ज्यादा शाना समझता है. He thinks like I know everything. So he'll just give you randomly, he'll just bluff it. If you don't know, he'll bluff it. Okay, that's like a problem. It's like a kid. Okay, still it's a kid. It's still in a development phase. So still, even in the industry also, we are trying. We are doing a trial and errors. It's not like something that is fixed solution. Whatever applications are being, it's just like trial and error, trial and error, trial and error. We are eventually going inside the transformers to understand what more we can do, what more changes we can do. So every day you might be seeing, right, like DeepSeek came, now multiple models are regularly coming. Okay, so now these are just like a model. Let's say OpenAI, you just know about, let's say maybe ChatGPT. But even there are like multiple open source models. Open source means what, guys? They have the similar kind of capabilities, but they're underrated in simple terms. Now, OpenAI के लिए आपको क्या करना होगा? After certain limit of time, you have to pay the amount for every single request that you will say. You have to pay the amount. But there are multiple free models which are completely free. They'll be taking everything completely free only. There you don't even need to pay a single rupees. Okay, that's called as Hugging Face libraries. So in the Hugging Face, there are multiple models which actually do this particular task. For every single task, you will see some kind of application is already being built. Okay, some kind of model is already being built. So in today's world, it's very easy to build it. You just need to understand. Okay, it's as easy as simple as that. Okay, so just one simple thing. Even so, yeah, who can apply? Freshers, graduates, age doesn't matter. Like it just like if you want to learn, this is like a perfect way to go with. Okay, immense amount of opportunities are available, multiple things are available. This domain is like so huge. There are like, and one of the things I told you, right? So guys, it's extremely, let's say it's so interesting, right? Now imagine, guys, we are not stick with only IT field or something. Imagine we are working in healthcare also. There also data science is required. E-commerce mein data science is required. When if you talk about healthcare, data science is required. You talk about marketing, data science is required. You talk about any different field. You talk about education field, data science is required. Every single where you will see a data science is already being implemented and people are implementing it. Right now, companies are automating their complete flows, right? They're trying to automate this complete flows that they have. How to automate this, how to automate that? They're automating all these flows because agents can do this very easily. Okay, so recently we have been building some called as something HR system for one of our clients. So now this HR system is now so smart that like it is like taking the whole first round of interview itself, just like a human beings. Like you will not even understand like, okay, there is an AI which is taking an interview. Now imagine guys, this smart people are becoming. Okay, so it is not taking your jobs. Whatever you are doing, it is not going to take your jobs, but you have to evaluate, you have to evolve with this particular job. Okay, you have to evolve with this particular AI. You have to understand it. And as a career, if you are looking into it, then you need to think about this complete end-to-end field. Okay. And guys, see, regularly we take the interviews. I'm telling you, 90% of the people that we meet, okay, they have no idea about this developer sites. They just know, okay, hey, sir, I have created this agent. I have created this particular thing. I have written prompts and all. Hey, what will you do? So what should I ask you into the prompts? Like how to write English? What should I ask you in the agents? Like you just took some help. Let's say what you are doing. See, building agent means what? एक chat GPT है, उसका something called as API होता है. API ऐसा समझ लो एक secret key. You are incorporating this secret key inside your own thing and writing in English. Okay, hey, I want to do this particular agent. I want to build this agent and give me this agent, and you're getting the answer. So what should I supposed to ask you in this whole field? Yes, we are building all the same things in the industries, no doubt. But interviews की बात हो जाए तो always we go for the developer side. We always try to see how well he has a critical thinking knowledge. Okay, so whatever things I'll be covering, those things will purely be based on something called as prompt thinking. ठीक है, एवरीथिंग विल बी बेस्ड ऑन द प्रॉम्प्ट थिंकिंग. मैं आपको ये कभी नहीं बोलूंगा देखो ये प्रॉब्लम है, जाके कहीं जाके इमीडिएटली गो एंड सॉल्व इट. नो, सी, if you want to get the perfect capabilities of these particular models, right, AI models and everything, just try to write the prompts in structured way. Now, when I say structured way, means what? Try to give the instructions to it, small, small. Try to break down this whole problem into smaller problems. And imagine, just now check the power of this particular LLMs, these large language models. Okay, all these OpenAI and everything, it's called large language models. Okay, so they're wonderful. They'll give you wonderful results. Okay, so from a very first lecture, we build everything with the help of prompt thinking only, because prompting is something that is going to be extremely important when it comes to your data science or let's say AI projects. Okay, so we're going to start from that. Apart from that, every single thing, right, you will have multiple assignments to do. I'm on a regularly in contact with you all. Anytime you can connect, unlike any other institutes I have seen. I have taught many places. Okay, so even for the simple doubts, they'll say, okay, hey, raise a ticket. Okay, and then after 2 days someone will be connected to you. In maximum places no one even connects. Even student also forgets, okay, what is the doubt that he had, if you have to wait for 2 days. What's the point on that? Second thing, I don't spoon feed. Okay, so I never even force anyone to join or something like that. You can ask my other batch students also. Like very minimum batches are there, 15 to 20 people maximum. I don't spoon feed anyone. Means even the simplest of the doubts you had, you cannot come directly to me and ask, okay, what is this? No, because industries don't work like this. I think maximum of you are working here. So I'm telling you, you have to find a solution for your own problem. So I'll be telling you how to search every single thing on Google also. See, Google will always be your best friend. Okay, doesn't matter what comes, you will feel it as you'll start. No, and this spoon feeding, I'm gonna stop. I have stopped it. You will feel proud of it, I'm telling you. At the end of the time you'll see that, okay, whatever problems I have, I'm capable to solve those problems. Yeah, after, it's not like I will never say don't come to me, but you have to try it. You at least have to try in three different ways. And guys, now you have like tools like GPT, right? So now see, even the problem is coming, you try to write that problem in your own words and then try to ask it, not directly copy and pasting it there. No, never ever do that. Okay. So in that way, I always teach real world examples. I like my best friend. I always take the best examples. I always go with the problems that I solve with my clients. Okay. Like what happens to that just gives like very perfect feel of how this particular field works. It's as simple as that. Okay, so you will have that, always have that edge. Okay, hey, whatever I'm being learning, that is always connected, that is always connected to the real world. Okay, that is like about that. Second thing is that, guys, let's say while building the portfolios, so usually we try to create a portfolio websites. Means, let's say instead of simply creating a 2 page resumes, we try to create a website out of it. ओके, तो उससे क्या होता है कि लाइक इट जस्ट लाइक योर resume looks good. That's it. It just looks very smart. Yeah, you're opening a link and everywhere your work is being showcased over there. Similarly, guys, many people will not tell you about this GitHubs. Okay, like extremely important topic. So say what I told you, guys, whatever is actually required in the industries, only those things I cover. Okay, only those things I'll be covering. So I told you GitHub's extremely important. LinkedIn optimization, like this is like another important thing. So when I say LinkedIn optimization means what? Regularly we'll try to, whatever we learn, we'll try to post a blogs about it, right? So try to connect with different people. How exactly we do that? That's called a simple LinkedIn outreach. And guys, at the end of the time, you will be so confident that okay, yeah, you will know the process of applying for any kind of jobs. Okay, from my side, I have like 100% assistant for the job. I will try to refer you wherever possible. Again, I don't keep anyone into the any kind of blank faith. There are no fake promises. There is nothing called as guarantee. If anyone is using the word guarantee anywhere, that's fake. No one can take the guarantees. Okay. Second thing, if anyone is saying, okay, let's say we have partnered with 100 companies, guys, that is never true. Now imagine, guys, many of them will claim, okay, yeah, my people have been placed into Google, Microsoft. We have tie-ups with them. Now, guys, imagine a company like Google. Why would be they interested to tie up with some institute, that to training institute, right? Why would be they interested? Like they have the people across the world who are searching for them, right? They want to work for them. Why will be they searching for the students in this, or whether companies like Google need to search for the students? So see, first of all, even trust me, no company make the tie-ups. Okay, किसी का tie-up नहीं होता. It's just like they will be trying to refer you at different places. I'm not sure. I have many students from multiple great, I would say, institutes, like very big names. Okay, where they have paid like 2 and 2.5 lakhs, 3 lakhs, no output, like literally zero output. Okay, maximum places, guys. I'm telling you, sales people will be interacting with you. It's very easy to get trapped. They know how to convert the leads, and that's the only thing that they know. Second thing about the instructors, many places for the cost cuttings, I have seen they literally hire simple MCA, BCA people. No offense to anyone. No, I respect every single field. But whenever they don't have exposure to the real world, okay, an instructor from the real world, okay, let's say now if you are hiring me to teach, I will at least charge 5,000 rupees per session. Okay, but at the same time, when you are, let's say, hiring some kind of guy who has no exposure to it or who only has some theoretical idea, he will do the same work for 10,000 rupees per month. So they're also doing this cost cuttings. Okay, so there are multiple things which are going into this field. So as I told you, there is not going to be any kind of fake promises. Yes, I have contacts with the HRs, that's for sure. Whenever they get any kind of openings, I think many of you might be into my groups. I'm not active from today, it's been 4 years I'm active. Regularly I post about like multiple job openings, and they're purely from my end. Okay, like wherever I have some kind of contact from there, they'll post me and post it in my own community. So everything is posted there. So everything is very fair, everything is very open. At many places, you don't need to say, okay, you cannot connect with anyone, right? You cannot create the groups or something.
ତାପରେ ହବ ଡେଲିଭରି 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 ମନକୁ ସବୁ କରିଦେବା ଆମକୁ
Okay, so you'd be asked, okay, you cannot connect with anyone. Instructors can't share the LinkedIn's. A lot of things are there, right? These are just like simple things. They know they are not doing good, so eventually they have to hide everything. So nothing has been hiding from here. So if you are actually serious about it, interested into this field, you're always open with me. I'll be starting this batch from day after tomorrow. That's like 25th will be our first lecture. Usually lectures will happen 3 times a day. Sorry, a week, 6 hours, 2 2 hours का lecture होगा. Okay. Mostly जो batches होंगे that will be on the weekends पे, weekends 2 sessions and weekday पे एक session. Because guys, we have to manage this, because what happens, currently, we are a bit into, see, it's not a good way to have the gap of, let's say, whole 5 days, right, in between the sessions, like you and me meeting. So that's not really fair. You have multiple assignments to solve. Even if you feel okay, yeah, you are not able to cope up with the space that is going on, maybe it's you're not able to understand, it's totally fine. You can totally go with the your pace. All the recordings are available, every single thing is available in the portal itself. Okay. Yes, please, any doubts? Someone raise the hand. Okay.
Hi, sir. Hemant here.
Mhm.
Can you hear me?
Sure. Yes,
Hello.
sir.
Sir, I want to be your contact. I want your contact number. I want to be get in touch with you one to one. I mean, I have some few doubts.
No issue.
So how can I reach you?
I have my, I think everyone have my number. Okay, I'm just sharing in the chat itself, so you can just contact me, right? Is if it is fine, maybe you can connect after 10:30. Actually, I just have to jump into the call from 8:45. It's like a client's call.
After
So
10,
maybe,
after 10:30.
yeah, maybe after 10:30, 11, or maybe tomorrow if you want, that should be fine. I'm okay with anything. Okay. So you can,
Perfect, sir.
perfect. Perfect.
Thank you.
Okay. So yeah, guys. Okay. So now see, guys, from all of this thing I have told you, that is fine. If I talk about the commercials, let's like 49,999 is the fees that I charge. Okay. Looking at the whole market, guys, you can definitely go and search anywhere, not an issue. Only for data science, it would be like some few lakhs. For generative AI now, there is no limit to it. Like, I mean, they're literally charging like 1.25 lakhs. Okay, I can literally show you so many different websites. You can just call anywhere. 1,25,000, 2 lakhs, 2.5 lakhs, with the promises like, after 3 months internship will start. And like, see, guys, trust me, I would never say come and join me, but don't fall into these traps. Okay, these are all traps. Like, this field is so bad now. We do the PGs into the data science and all. Like, imagine now recently a student came, he literally paid 8 lakhs plus 3 lakhs, means 11 lakh rupees to learn data science for 1 year. I was so shocked with this. And after paying all this amount, now he came to me, sir, I want a job. Imagine, like, I felt so bad. Like, you paid 11 lakh rupees. Like, that's like I would say 2% of the people in the world, or let's say India, might be coming into this salary range, right? Or I would say 10%. And you have literally paid that much amount. And for what, learning data science? Definitely not worth it. If anyone is having any such kind of promises, please don't fall for it. A very humble request. I would never say come and join me, but have these things in mind, because this field is very vast and it's growing in a very wrong direction. Okay, people really are not interested. I've seen institutes like run for recently, even a student came, sir, I paid 1.25 lakh rupees. Within 3 months, that class got ended. Where they gone, they even don't know. Money gone, everything gone, everything gone. Okay, so therefore, I won't say again, be specific to what you're searching for, be open to it. Even if you're looking for someone, try to ask, okay, can you give me the LinkedIn profile of that instructor and everything. Now see, I'm not even lying, there is one XYZ same institute in Delhi. So I have my community is like very huge now, more than 600 700 students are there connected with me. So one of the students said, sir, from one of the classes in Delhi, so they had my photo on their website saying, okay, he is the one who's instructor for us. So I was so shocked, like I don't even have an idea. And because of that, three students joined there, paying 1,25,000 each, thinking, okay, I'm the one who's gonna teach there. So in simple terms, like I did not even had an idea. Then I had to talk with them like what's going on and all these things. So eventually, a lot of things are happening. Usually, I'm a bit active on LinkedIn also. Regularly, I post about all this complete field. My regular posts are there, blogs are there. Whatever work we do, whatever kind of changes are happening. I have a lot of open source content also. Free content is also there. You can check my GitHub. A lot of things are there. Right? See, guys, whatever things I teach, right, all are real world things. No one will teach you what are data pipelines. Okay, no one will teach you how to build complete end-to-end ETL pipelines. No one will teach you how to build the classical ML pipelines. These are the things that are required in the industries. Many people, they'll just take simple Kaggle data and just for the sake of teaching, they'll just, okay, yeah, this is how exactly it works. Okay, no one is bothered to go into the real world pace. There are very few people who actually go there. Okay, but yeah, this is the whole thing I'm actually doing. Complete transparency, complete things are there anywhere. If you feel any kind of thing, you're always open, you can always talk with me, you can always connect with me at any time. Okay, so guys, that's all things I had from my end. If anyone have any issues, you can let me know. Okay. Yeah, this is like board basically. It's like a writing board. Usually I use it. If I talk about classical machine, see, classical machine learning is required. See what I told you guys. See, my focus is to make you industry ready, like job ready. Okay, I really don't want you to do a PhD into this, right? Now, if you start going into the detailed mathematics about every single algorithm that we are learning, yes, absolutely important. I would never rule that out. Okay, absolutely important. But guys, and today's world, it's not important. I mean, say it's, I won't say it's not important, but it can be overturned. I mean, you can do that at any time. Okay, maybe yeah, 2 years back, अगर आप मेरे पास आते तो I could have told, okay, no, I used to teach like that only. One algorithm, complete mathematics. Second algorithm, complete mathematics. So it's not like I will skip it. I will be telling you just like overview. Maybe I will not take a core example of any mathematics. Okay, I'll not go in that details. Okay, if I'm explaining gradient descent, I will definitely tell you how dy by dx is working. If I'm telling teaching something, I'll definitely tell, but it's not like I won't be going, let's say, the whole 1 hour into that, right? So whenever possible, I keep sharing resources also. But yeah, whatever is required, that will cover. Main part is NLP, deep learning, and generative AI. So that we have to make it perfect. So in these three only, you will be building at least 7 to 8 good projects. Okay, and that is like more than sufficient for any company. Okay, so it shouldn't be an issue.
Sir, what you are targeting the job role?
These are our like, see, ML engineer. So basically, currently we are expecting Gen AI engineers only. Okay, then prompt engineers. You just search about it, you will see like so many jobs. Okay, Gen AI engineers, prompt engineers. We have core LLM engineers, like same Gen AI engineer only. You have NLP engineer. So basically, all of this in one only. It's like one only. Okay, whole field is one only. It's like called as data scientist in simple terms. Data scientist or AI ML engineer. So to have the understanding about this NLP, you need a basics about how machine learning works. For the understanding of this core transformer architectures, as I said, just like in Gen AI, you need a core understanding about this NLP. And from this NLP, you need a core understanding about deep learning plus NLP to understand this Gen AI. So somehow everything is correlated. So when you have all the knowledge in together, it just makes it
Sir,
easy.
sometime like as you told us, I mean, there is a data AI engineer is a new job role coming, right? So that is a combination of Gen AI and data science, correct?
Exactly. It's like combination. I would say, I told you right now, see here, one thing, guys. No big tech companies are allowed to use all these tools, okay? ChatGPT ho gaya, Gemini, like all these tools are not allowed. Yes, for certain help, if they have the tie-ups, maximum companies have tie-ups with Google. So Google has now made it compulsory to use Gemini. Okay, so yes, for certain limit it's fine, but they don't use it. Now imagine guys, let's say अगर गूगल ने बोला चलो मैं ही चैट जीपीटी यूज करता हूँ, तो फिर वो बोलेगा बनाएगा कौन? If they started using it, then who's gonna make it? So they said, okay, let the world use it. We'll make it. So they're making it as a product and earning like crazy. Okay. Yeah, this AI engineers roles are gonna be used there. Okay. And I won't let you stop here, right? So the assignments that I have now is like very quality assignments. Like you will have to think about that assignment, then only you will get the answers. You won't directly get the answers for it. Okay. So it's like a very gradual process, right? And definitely you will have a lot of benefits from it. That's for sure.
Sir, is it possible? Can you just quick walk through on that syllabus, which one you have designed?
So just let me.
So ultimately, we are reading for that AI engineer, correct?
So it's gonna be, we'll be starting from Python. Let me just open it. Okay, I'll just share all the curriculum with you. Okay, guys. Apart from that, if anyone have any issues, right, feel free to just jump in and ask. Okay, it's totally fine and okay. Downloads. Okay, so maybe share it with many people. So I'll just download it from it. So yeah. Apart from that, if guys anyone have any issues, right, just feel free to just ping me directly, right? Not hesitate to do that. अगर कुछ भी डाउट है, if there is any kind of thing, please jump in, ask me. Anything is there, any kind of problems are there, feel free to just ping me. Okay, so shouldn't be an issue. Like I'm always available on the call.
Sir, actually, I'm planning for that, let's say, the solution architect in AI side. So, with the help of this syllabus, can I reach there?
Of course,
Because
see.
right now, I'm working as a solution architect in RPA.
Okay.
So, might be you are aware about that RPA, so robotics process automation. There is one of the tool is automation anywhere. So, I have 10 plus experience into that one. So, last 6 years, I'm working as a SA solution architect.
Okay.
So how can I reach with this thing?
See, the thing is, now I work at a Gen AI architect only, right? Now we don't build the products, I would say. I don't write the core codes, but maybe now we are more part of into the architecture part, which is like very core thing. So when I talk about this architecture, right? So it's more about, see, it's more about knowing, okay, what kind of stuff will be used. Let's say how exactly this will be useful now. Here you'll be learning about multiple things. You'll learn about, okay, how to fine tune a particular thing. You will learn about how to build a product from scratch. You will also learn about how to use what kind of tools should be used for what kind of data, right? So basically, when every single thing will be kind of interconnected, and when every single thing will be, coming together, so eventually you understand, okay, yeah, so as an architect, what exactly we do? We have to make sure, like, okay, what kind of a deployment cycle should be used, what kind of data pipeline should be used, okay, maybe what kind of product should be used, let's say whether we should go for maybe, let's say, maybe some open source model for certain kind of thing, or maybe we should go for some kind of, let's say, paid model, right? So that depends. Because see, now when I talk about this one, right, so as an architect, when I talk about it, so there are certain things that we have to think about. Now when I say certain things, means what? So the biggest problem that with LLMs and these problems, let's say this category, is that the costing of the LLMs is very very huge. Okay, the costing of these LLMs is so huge that, like on a small scale, it doesn't look very huge. But imagine now, per click, there is a cost. So if you directly allow the people to use that particular thing, so it's you eventually it's bit hectic. Okay, so it's not that feasible to solid directly. So it's always recommended that we always try to go for the solutions and the products which are let's say which can reduce this cost of this particular LMs. So that is the ultimate goal that we have. So yes, with this, now when you have such a broad range of things, now see, you will learn about agentic AI also, you will learn about simple classical AI also. So now let's suppose there's a problem, so which can be solved using, let's say, simple prompting itself. So you can just say, okay, hey, it's better to go simple with the prompting itself. We can design that. If there is, let's say, requirement, we'll learn about langchain. So every single component will come. So eventually, this is the core, this is the basic, right? So see, you already have that idea about architect. It's not going to be that difficult for you to understand once you understand the core concepts over here. So this is definitely going to be okay. So it's gonna start like this. So usually for the first month, I'm planning to cover all the Python things. We'll focus on real world things only, how to build fast APIs, how to do the file handling, OS modules, whichever are important. Right here again, I won't be spending like a month itself into the Python. So I'll be taking bit quickly, and you will have multiple things to understand. You will have multiple projects to do. Okay, you will have multiple assignments to do. Right, there will be one very good project on fast APIs, like how to build that. Eventually, you will understand it. Okay, it's not like, even if you're cleanest of the fresher, don't worry, you will understand it. You don't have to worry about it. Okay, eventually we'll learn about this core data analysis pipelines like NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib. Eventually, move into the structured databases to understand how it is, and then move into the proper machine learning part. Right. So within like first 1 or 1.5 months, plan is to cover this all basics which are required, and immediately then we'll jump into the part of deep learning and NLP, where we'll understand about what is deep learning, how that deep learning works. So there is something called as RNNs. So deep learning contains ANNs, CNNs, and RNNs. Three things it contains. So when I talk about CNNs, it depends about image data. Let's say you talk about facial recognition. Let's say you're driving somewhere, immediately you're getting the nameplate is being extracted and you're getting the data. Some like, oh, okay, you're being charged with 1,000 rupees fine. So all these like image recognition things are there. So whatever image data is there, video data is there, that is completely into this particular CNN part, right? ओके. इवेंचुअली नाउ जब हम आरएनएन की बात करते हैं, तो आरएनएन एक ऐसा समझ लो, चैट जीपीटी का एक सबसे छोटा बेसिक मॉडल आरएनएन है. ठीक है, जिसको हम लोग सीक्वेंशियल मॉडल बोलते हैं. तो वहां से हम लोग स्टार्ट करेंगे, लाइक दैट विल बी कवर्ड ओवर हियर. ओके, उसके अंदर नाउ देन विल मूव इनटू द कोर पार्ट ऑफ नाउ सी. व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट एलएलएम्स, राइट, हम लोग एलएलएम्स की बात करते हैं, तो एलएलएम्स सी टेंसर फ्लो करके एक लाइब्रेरी है. एक लाइब्रेरी हमारे पास होती है समथिंग कॉल्ड एज पाइटॉर्च. तो जो पूरा एलएलएम है ना, दैट इज बिल्ड इनटू द पाइटॉर्च. ठीक है, तो थोड़ा उसके बारे में समझेंगे क्या होता है पाइटॉर्च, कैसे होता है. उसके बाद विल स्टार्ट विद द कोर एनएलपी. लाइक मतलब जब व्हेन आई एम सी इफ आई डोंट हैव अ जीपीटी, देन फिर मैं वो प्रॉब्लम कैसे सॉल्व करूंगा, दैट इज व्हाट एक्सट्रीमली इंपॉर्टेंट इज. स्टिल वी यूज इट. ओके, इट्स नॉट लाइक वी डोंट यूज इट. It is not always feasible to go everything with like paid one only. Imagine like when you work in the industries, you will understand it's not always feasible to go for the paid ones. We always try to build something that can just solve the problem easily, right, without paying a certain amount to anyone, right? So it's like then we'll start with classical problems, like what is text pre-processing, how to do that, tokenizations, embeddings, all these things. Okay, it's called a classical NLP. Then eventually we'll move into the parts of RNNs, GRUs, LSTM. Imagine this like transformer architecture के पहले ये models थे. RNN था, फिर GRUs came, फिर LSTMs came, and then transformer architectures came. Okay, and after that then we'll start with this transformer architectures like BERT, Roberta, what are GPT series. Complete GPT series I'll cover from basics to advanced. Okay, then how to Hugging Face, how to load the models, how to fine tune the models, right? How to build the models from scratch. Every single thing we'll learn. Okay, and finally, then we'll move into the part of agentic AI, right? So where we'll understand prompt engineering, then we'll do the tasks like summarization, QA chatbots, talking with your PDFs. What is RAG? What is LangChain? What is Llama Index? What are vector databases, right? So what is agentic AI? We'll move into the LangChain, agents, then Crew AI, AutoGen. So basically, every single thing is very systematically covered. Okay. So now see, guys, from this you can expect plus minus 10 days, 1 week or 2 week maximum. Okay, not apart from that. Okay, so this is like a whole structure that we are following. ओके सो आई होप एवरीवन सबको ये समझ में आ गया लाइक हम लोग कैसे मूव करने वाले हैं एंड दिस इज हाउ एग्जैक्टली आई एम गोना मूव फॉरवर्ड विद दिस होल एरिया एंड या आई होप it was very much clear to everyone and yeah, thank you so much. If anyone have any issues, can ping me personally. If you want to ask any doubts here, feel free to ask.
हाय सर, आप कैसे हैं?
सॉरी, क्या बोला आपने?
आप कैसे हैं?
आई एम गुड मेगा यार, थैंक यू. आप कैसे हो?
नाइस, ठीक हूँ. नाइस स्टार्ट, अच्छा हुआ है.
थैंक यू सो मच, आई अप्रिशिएट दैट, थैंक यू.
कुछ फी भी है इसमें? फी भी है? फीस?
हाँ हाँ, इसके अंदर फीस है यार. 50,000 इसका फीस है.
थैंक यू.
Okay. Okay, guys, then thank you so much everyone for joining. It was wonderful interacting with you all. I'll just drop one message into the group itself in the same group I added you. Please try to add a comment if you have liked the session. Really mean a value to me, right? So yeah, and if you have any issues, do let me know. I'm starting the batch from day after tomorrow. Feel free to join it. Okay. Always open to learning and teaching. Right. Yeah. Bye bye everyone. Take care. Thank you so much.